your life is better when your mind is absent. Now, this can be little or maybe more contradictory or quite a paradox because we are trained and programmed that the only way that we can live and survive in this world or so-called life is through the mind, because the mind is in the control of the knowledge. Yes, the knowledge of where I live and what is my name. So if there is no mind, then how the hell am I supposed to live at all my life? If you see that, yes. So if I say I'm better and I'm best when my mind is not there, so what do I mean by that? Because everything I understand through this mind, and according to those people, they call it the dualism, is where things have been identified. Yes, trees, sky, jungle, where anyway I'm not in the jungle, it just looks like I'm in the jungle, but it's a park, but a very isolated place. So usually I like to come in a space where I see nobody. Now, not because I quite have a social anxiety, maybe I used to have it. The mind got everything, every kind of fear, every kind of uh, you see, anxieties and uh, negativities and positivities, but that's not my business. See, so I quit the business with the mind from a very long time. But there is an understanding of what I'm saying here is, it's like when you don't think too much, that's when your life is more better and you live more. Now we have to understand this thing because we cannot just say things and get away with it. Because the mind needs explanation. And you don't have to explain this to the mind. The mind can only see this, that there is something much more bigger than the mind itself. Because the mind cannot be here in this moment without the seer or the looker who was here before the mind. As a child, are you born with all this knowledge, or you are told, or you learned everything? Yes, you learned. So who learned that thing? Who was that? Just attention. So that is never lost. Anytime when you are lost, when you feel bad or negative or unhappy, it is because you are in ideas, in concepts. So you are lost in concepts and ideas. But when you bring the attention to this moment, you find such a joy and a great feeling here, because when the attention is lost, it is always in misery, you see, depending on where I am lost. So let's say I heard that there is such a thing as depression, and when I'm sad, and now I see like, well, I'm depressed, because these are the symptoms of depression. So maybe depression is not real, and it is not real, but because my attention is captured by this idea that there is such thing as depression, and I see the symptoms by judging myself, and now I get depressed, you see. So that's true with everything: sadness, negativity, positivity. So what we do is that we never try to fix the mind. The living will still happen, your life will still go and happen, but you should not be there much psychologically. The reason why, if you ask me why life becomes hell, is because of the mind. Life is never hell to itself. Life is such a beautiful thing, you see. I cannot name what life is, but life is a very, very uh, beautiful and a very mystical or mysterious. Like you enjoy, you live more, and you are free from all these concepts the moment you enter that state which belongs to no state. Now I can sound a little bit like a mysterious, but that's the thing, is that when we rise above the basic nature of the mind, from the basic nature of the mind, we find that there was no such thing as sadness. Because the one who is getting sad, that is questioned. So when you question the one who is thinking always, the mind itself, you will not find anything there. So that's why you will leave everything. You will not touch anything that the mind will throw at you. Right now, you are touching and making connection to everything that the mind is throwing at you. You see that? Sometimes you are sad, sometimes you are positive, sometimes you are negative. So if you leave, you are at peace every time. And it's not that you have to be at peace, it's just that it depends where your attention is. Yes, so the attention can get lost in ideas, but you can bring it back depending on how much aware you are of it. You see that? So in this world, you become unstoppable to be sad, to be depressed, or to be pathetic at all. So I say that your life is better, and that's true that the best version of you comes when you don't think too much. You see that? So there was a time in my life when I was trying to improve my speaking without knowing that there is a great level of energy in me that knows better than the mind how to speak and how to communicate. But because the mind is full of all judgments, comparison and validation, it is always seeking betterment. It is always seeking improvement. So it is never improved. It is never complete. And when you let go it, you become complete and whole. And from that wholeness, from that completeness, when you live your life, you will thank me a lot that how your life is better actually. How everything is in its places. Right now, if you see that you are not where you belong to, so everything can look so difficult and very hard because we live at the basis of society thinking, yes, what society values, and you don't have to bother about the society changes. Like you don't have to fight the system or change the system, you see. I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying that your life is better and everything will be better the moment when there is no one who is trying to control, because the one who is trying to control will make everything worse actually. And if you trust life, the problem is we don't trust actually. And if you trust it, even for some days, like if you just commit to yourself that for 10 days I'm not going to worry, I will just ignore all my thoughts without being aware that I am ignoring, and you bring your attention to this moment, you see. And see, I don't have to do this anymore because I'm naturally seeing that already. Because I run for this state at least for 2 years, and then I found that I don't have to run from it. It's already there here in this moment. So it's a very greatest experience of all time, because the experiencer will not be there anymore. You see, every experience that you go through in your life, you get bored from it, you see. Yes, the same music cannot be interesting if you listen to it like 1,000 times in a day. Yes, so when you give it a break, it's better. So life is better when your mind is absent more. Yes, it is there. See, it is always going to make sense of everything. The mind is always there. If you see this, it is going to judge, it is going to have every judgments of life, and it is going to have fears and anxieties, and thoughts will come and go, feelings come and go. They are going to be here, but the only difference that I'm talking about here is the change is when you don't pay attention and you bring the attention to where you belong, to this moment, to here. Now, without having an idea about it, because if you try to be here, you cannot be here, because the mind that we have is not interested to live in this moment. It cannot live in this moment. It is not interested. So you never try to make any idea in the mind that what I'm talking about. So I am direct pointing to you that if you close your eyes and you just come here, that's it. It doesn't require, because when you think about it, you cannot come here. See? So the experience will tell you about it. The realization is everything. My words may not make sense right now because you are in the meanings of the mind, like what he's trying to say. So you're trying to make sense of it. So whatever that is stored inside will tell you what I'm talking about. But when what I'm saying is not about something you learn from any books. It's just the experience of life itself. It's a very natural experience. We may think it's a very highest experience or whatever, like it's enlightenment or it is peace or any some strange experience or state. But if you see, it's a very natural thing. It's a very natural state of you. That is exactly where you are at best and your life is more better. Right now, life is not better. I found that like every suffering that I got through or I go through in my life, I see that it's mind making. The mind is the creator of all suffering actually. But the reason why we do not realize this is because we are one with the mind. So there is no one to make the distance and see the illusion. And this distance I saw for the first time 2 years from now. April 1st, 2024, the first time I saw the difference that the one who is thinking is not really me actually. It is given to me by people, by society actually. You see that? And it's going to be the greatest experience of your life, because this is the great experience. I'm telling you that no experience will match this one. It's where you see that you are living, you are aware, but the mind coming and like it's like you are sleeping to the mind. I can say you are sleeping to the mind and you are resting in a state of where no state can touch you. Right now, the randomness of the mind come and go. You see, you are disturbed by the randomness of the mind. It says that why I'm sad, why I'm worrying, why I'm this. So you are not resting. Like you live more in your head than in your life. You see. So your life is better when your mind is absent. When you no longer care about the ego, and I want you to trust that life is much more bigger and it will take care of you if you trust it. What is needed is trust actually. If you trust and you don't bother too much with the mind, because how longer are you going to solve the mind? The reason why the man is suffering or why humans are suffering or running for the peace all the time is because the humans, we do not understand that the mind is an illusion. So you never try to fight the illusion. Even to fight in real life, you need someone. And we are fighting all the time with ourselves without any two. There should be two things, yes, two people, two animals to fight with each other. But in your head, there is no one. It's all an illusion actually. You see? So how longer are you going to fight with whatever that comes in your mind? So anything can come based on what is stored and what you have gone through. So a person who got traumatized, yes, as a child, and now as he grow up, yes, when he's adult, so that experience will come and shape his life. So that is exactly what is happening with all the people. If you see that, even with myself, what happened is my experience that why I am so lost or disconnected with my life, because I told myself very early that I want to experience something greater than all this world. So that deeper actually taught me this, that there is something higher than the mind itself. So that's the thing actually, how much longer are you going to fight with the mind, because it doesn't have winning point, you see. Even if you win, it's gonna be not fulfilled thing. Like you're gonna find yourself in quite emptiness and wastage of your life, like because any desire that comes actually, and if you think it's a worthwhile, if you think it's a meaningful to you, you go for it. But never try to chase the random desires of the mind, because it will keep you running, you see. And that's okay, desires, you can let them go. But every day as you live, you see, random thoughts come and go, emotions come and go. So the problem is you pay attention to them. Your attention gets captured by them, and that's why you get busy with them. And in that business, what is happening, you see that the one is suffering. So if you let go, you see, and there's a beautiful experience of life itself that cannot be put in words or meanings at all. You see, because when the mind is not there, who is there? You cannot say anything. It's just great experience of life itself. That was what here before, but because we gathered knowledge of society and who we are and everything, uh, that made miserable that made us miserable today in this world that we live in, you see, everything. So the senses, the meanings, the concepts of everything, you see, that you use to live and survive your life is what making you suffer and miserable. And if you let them go, you will still survive and live your life, but at the higher level now. Not at the higher level or the lower level, but it's just that everything will happen and you will find more joy, or you can say peace, living your life than now. See, I never found any peace at all living with myself, because I saw like, who is this person? Yes, because suffering will trigger awakening in the person. Like if the person will want to know who is this suffering in me, if you ask this question at the right time when you are suffering, the problem is we don't ask, we claim the suffering. The moment you detach from the suffering, that who is suffering, and you get deeper a little into it, you find that there is no one who is suffering. See that? The thing is that even if the suffering is there, you see, even if the physical pain is there, but because it's little and it can just go, but because of the mind, the suffering, even the physical suffering, gets more. You see, the hurt that you get from this physical world, it's little, but you make it more. You see, the mind is what making everything complicated. So I'm saying that your life is more better when your mind is absent. Even though it cannot be absent completely, it's gonna be here. Thoughts gonna be here, they come and go, but problem is the attention. If your attention is rested in a place of now, this moment, it's just rested. You cannot call it this moment or present moment. You can call it, but I do not want to call it anything for myself, because if I call it, my mind is ready to get attacked by it. So it will be attacked, and I will again come to the see, I can never come. So if I claim that I can come, of course I will come. So you see that anything I say will go against me, will go against the logic. So that's why I never try to fix myself or my mind or the image or all the nonsense that goes on in me. I just close my eyes and I find myself naturally there, and that is what here always, you see. And it's up to you, you see. And if you want to suffer, you can suffer, you can go on, and one day you will want to see, like, I really want to wake up. And when you wake up, it doesn't mean life will be like different. Life will gonna be same from the outside world, from in outside world, but it can even change depending on how you are internally. But the thing I'm saying is that I'm not talking about outside world or anything else, but the natural life that you have already, but it is hidden because of the knowledge that you hold or the mind that you have. You see? So the more you think, the more you are in the thinking, the more you struggle, you see, the more you find everything harder. And the more you let go and you relax, you find that it's okay. Everything is fine, you see. And whatever that is not fine, let's say someone is sick in your family, you will do something, no problem. See, the natural instinct of you will take care of you. I'm telling you that. Trust this naturality of life. If you trust the naturality of reality and you have faith and you surrender, I promise you that you will win more, you will live more, you will enjoy more at peace.